You won't believe what happened that day. A powerful CEO who had everything in life, wealth, status, success, took her little mute daughter to the playground just for a normal evening. But what unfolded shocked her, melted the hearts of strangers, and changed the future of both mother and daughter forever. She never expected a single dad, a man she had never met, to be the one who unlocked her child's voice for the very first time, and what came out of her daughter's mouth left her frozen in place, tears streaming down her face. The story begins with Elena, a woman known across the city as a fearless CEO. Her company was one of the fastest-growing firms in the country. She was respected in boardrooms, feared by competitors, and admired by her employees. But behind her steel-like confidence was a heart weighed down by sorrow. Her 5-year-old daughter, Lily, had been mute since birth. Doctors tried therapies, specialists suggested programs, but nothing worked. Elena blamed herself. Maybe it was because she was too busy, maybe because she worked too hard, maybe life was punishing her. No matter what she tried, Lily had never spoken a single word, not mama, not hi, not even laughter in the form of speech. Just silence. Elena's life was carefully organized. Meetings, presentations, contracts. Yet her evenings with Lily were the opposite, lonely, quiet, full of unspoken emotions. Elena would often watch other mothers in the park chatting with their children, their kids running to them, calling mommy. But Lily just held her mother's hand tightly, her big round eyes silently speaking the words her lips never could. Elena smiled on the outside, but her heart broke inside. One Friday evening, Elena left the office early, a rare thing for her. She wanted to surprise Lily by taking her to a playground she had never been to before. It was a place filled with swings, slides, and laughter of children. She hoped maybe, just maybe, being surrounded by joy would spark something inside her little girl. She held Lily's hand, guiding her toward the sandbox where other children played. But Lily, as usual, stayed close, watching quietly, not joining in. Elena sat on a nearby bench, her phone buzzing with emails she ignored for once. For the first time in years, work didn't matter. Only Lily did. Then, something unexpected happened. A man walked into the playground holding the hand of a boy around the same age as Lily. He wasn't dressed in a suit like the fathers Elena usually saw. He wore a simple shirt and jeans, his face tired but warm, his eyes gentle. He was a single dad named Ryan, though Elena didn't know that yet. His son, Noah, was full of life, running straight to the sandbox, building castles with laughter echoing across the park. Elena noticed Lily's eyes following Noah's every move, a spark of curiosity lighting up in her silent gaze. Ryan sat on the bench next to Elena, smiling politely. She nodded, not used to small talk with strangers. But Ryan didn't push. Instead, he watched his son play, and after a moment, he turned to Elena. "Your daughter's shy?" he asked softly. Elena hesitated. She wasn't used to talking about Lily's condition with strangers, but something about Ryan felt safe. She doesn't talk," Elena finally said. The words came out heavier than she intended, almost like an admission of failure. Ryan didn't look shocked or pitying. Instead, he simply nodded. "My son didn't speak until he was 4, he said gently. Doctors thought he never would. But one day, something clicked. Sometimes kids just need the right moment." Elena's heart ached at his words. Could that moment ever come for Lily? She wanted to believe, but hope was a dangerous thing. It often led to disappointment. Minutes passed, and Noah started building a sandcastle near Lily. He looked at her and grinned. "Wanna help?" he asked brightly. Lily froze, her small hands clutching the edge of her dress. For a moment, Elena thought she would retreat as usual. But to her surprise, Lily crouched down beside Noah, carefully picking up sand and patting it into place. Elena watched, breathless. It was the first time Lily had ever played alongside another child. Noah, being naturally chatty, kept talking. "This is the castle wall. We need a moat. Can you make one?" he said. He placed a small plastic shovel in front of her. Lily hesitated, then slowly took it, digging gently. Her movements were unsure but eager. Ryan smiled, watching his son encourage Lily without hesitation. Elena's eyes filled with tears. It was such a simple thing, 2 kids building in the sand. But for her, it was everything. Then came the moment that changed everything forever. As Noah built a tiny tower, he looked at Lily and said, "You're really good at this." "What's your name?" Elena held her breath. Lily had never spoken her name. Not once. The silence stretched, and Elena felt her heart breaking again. But then, something incredible happened. Lily's lips trembled. A soft, shaky sound escaped her mouth. Lily, she whispered. Elena froze. Her eyes widened. Her heart stopped. Did she just? She looked at Ryan, who had also heard it, his expression stunned but encouraging. Noah clapped happily. Lily. That's a pretty name. Elena covered her mouth with her hand, tears spilling down her face. Her daughter, her precious little girl, had spoken for the first time, and it wasn't in a doctor's office, not in a therapy session, not even with her own mother. It was here, at a playground, with the gentle encouragement of a little boy and the presence of a kind single dad. She wanted to run to Lily, hug her, and cry into her hair, but something stopped her. She realized this wasn't about her. This was Lily's moment, her triumph. So Elena stayed still, letting her daughter bask in her first victory of speech. As the sun set, Elena finally turned to Ryan. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice breaking. "I don't even know you, but thank you." Ryan shook his head softly. "Don't thank me. Thank the kids. They understand each other better than we ever could." That night, when Elena tucked Lily into bed, her daughter whispered again. Just one word. "Mama." Elena broke down, sobbing into the sheets, holding Lily close. She had waited 5 long years for that word. And now, it was finally hers. So from that day on, Elena and Ryan's paths kept crossing. Their children became inseparable, and slowly, so did they. Elena learned that Ryan was a widower, raising Noah alone while working odd jobs. He didn't have her wealth or status, but he had something far more valuable: patience, kindness, and the ability to see beauty in brokenness. Elena's world, once filled with silence and loneliness, became alive with laughter, small victories, and the bond of 2 families healing together. And Lily, the girl who once lived in silence, found her voice not just in speech but in love, friendship, and hope. By the end of this story, one truth remained clear: sometimes, the most powerful moments in life don't happen in boardrooms or behind office doors. They happen in playgrounds, in whispers, in the fragile but unstoppable voice of a child saying her name for the first time. And for Elena, that moment was worth more than every fortune she had ever earned. So if you're listening to this right now, remember, no matter how hopeless things seem, miracles can appear in the most unexpected places, through the most unexpected people. Just when you think silence will last forever, a voice may rise and change everything.